Something went wrong. It's like, you motherfucker, you. You keep on fixing YouTube. Okay, today is a good day. It's my Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. YouTube has come into trick with something went wrong. Yeah. So I'm not joining their thingy. Whatever went wrong, let it went wrong. I'm streaming. Yes? And if they stop me streaming, then I have my phones and things and stuff I can use. Yes? Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Today is the 20th of April. I'm heading towards my birthday. And I'll be telling the story as long as God give me grace and faith to carry on, because stories must be told. And today I'm looking at the Equality Act. I'm doing sections by sections and try and tighten it up. Yeah. So now I'm going to start, because I'd love to do colonization in reverse, but I don't know if I can. But yes, I think I'm going to do this section now and start with the gaslighting, the misogyny of the NHS, Housing for Women, London Ambulance Service, the Metropolitan Police, and those involved in the systemic discrimination. Am I making sense? Yes? On the 24th of March, I was here. I was triggered at the county court at Clerkenwell and Shoreditch by the person I named the ranting raven lunatic with a dead sheep on his head. I only learned his name when he went and hid the judgment online. So his name is HHJ Richard Roberts. Now, how did Maverly know the name of HHJ Richard Roberts? Because HHJ Richard Roberts imposed a civil restraint order on me after I put in some claims, because I need to reclaim some of what's owing to me. And I got a letter, because most things is letters. I've never been certain places before until certain time. So there was a letter from a district judge, Swan, strike out the claims, 5 claims, including NHS, Devonshires, Joanna Pennock, Lee Kavanagh, Nexus Health Group, that they're without merit. And then I tell you how these motherfuckers pretend to be clever than anybody. Here is why I catch them. There's another one that was done 20th of February 2020 by a district judge, Manning. Didn't even remember the motherfucker's name, because I take a claim. I know what my rights are. It's only I don't know how to put in the law from practice. Yeah? How did I know the name District Judge Swan? Because he was part of the debacle, the perversity of how I ended up with an unlawful injunction that District Judge Beecham wanted to keep. What did I say I'm doing? Colonization in reverse in honor of Louise Bennett. So I'm at the 24th of March, 2025. What did I have to do? I was triggered on the 20th when District Judge Beecham didn't have the guts to carry on the next case. So the ranting, raving lunatic who is now HHJ Richard Roberts came ranting and raving about Winsome Duncan and what was I did on the 17th, but I have justification for that cunt. Yes, cunt. Remember, I never trouble you, boy. Remember, I didn't trouble you, boy. I need to say it, boy, like the Bajan. Now, remember, I didn't trouble you, boy. Didn't know anything about you until I got your name. I didn't even know your name until you go hide the thing on there. So we do it in the 24th. From I was triggered, I wasn't functioning. That means atypical Parkinsonism. Luckily, my voice wasn't so much affected, so I could call the ambulance out. But it reached a stage where I couldn't even sit up. Atypical Parkinsonism. I'm not diagnosed. All I do, I go and read up. So yes, I do not have Parkinson's, as my brother said. This woman always send Cynthia come. Yeah, Cynthia come tell me about I am victim one. I see this out. Yeah? All I know about Coach Genesis about whatever. Send fucking what I do for me? We don't want fucking nothing about Necky's house page. Let me fucking delete it. Oh, I don't know, ass. Come tell me about you do whatever. Bitch. Yeah? Right, that can't stay. It's about Windrush. You go on, bitch. Oh, your presenter. You look on my YouTube. Not even 5 minutes come tell me about I'm a victim or whatever. I present as a victim and you have to go whatever. All right. Yeah? Where was I? 24th. I couldn't even sit up. I have to lie down because my whole body is shaking. So I have no control. When I say whole body is shaking, it's whole body. So that what will that send me into trauma? Thinking I'm going to die like my father. I remember the last time my father came on the veranda, my mom said he came to get his strength to journey. Yes? He came to get his strength to transition. So said, so done. Mom, dad never came back out of that room until I was the last to see him alive and first to find him dead. Do you know the traumas I'm carrying around? And yet I did not let that stop me. But you think you're going to stop me. So yes, I couldn't sit up. The tremors were so much. Me on my own. So on the 24th, the 28th was the case. So I lasted until the 24th before having to call out for help. Now I don't have a GP. And why don't I have a GP? They came, they did what they have to do. Weren't the nicest. I've had better. But at least they did what they had to do. Because they came, I wasn't recording. I had my phones with me. And one of them was asking, one of the bitch. Look like I went hamper. Jackass bad. Yeah, it's trauma. Because I'm not going to tell them on their face that they look like when Jackass bad when you're going to ask me if, you're not recording us. I tell you here. Yes? Did what they had to do, nevertheless, and left me. So I'm in here on my own. Remember now, I'm in a state. I have eating disorder. I have this, I have that, but even I cannot get up out of bed because of what you did. Raving, ranting, lunatic with a dead sheep on your head. I didn't know your name then, but I know it now. HHJ, Richard Roberts. After they left, I got a phone call. Somebody wanted to do welfare check. The way the person was hesitant, maybe them like those like come from India who don't speak English. No, it was proper English. It was English. Because they are coerced. You have some of them, the woman them, evil, wicked like Holly Sweeney who come here and beat me up. Am I talking my truth or what? Am I talking my truth or what? HHJ, Richard Roberts. Yes, it's my truth, darling. That's why I have these. You know how many writings I've done? That's why I can have a HHJ Manning. No. That's why I can have a district judge Manning. Where do they go and train? The Gestapo? For a complaint I take out against the money claim court and Clerkenwell and Shoreditch. That time I've never been there. All I get is letters. Yes? Am I speaking my truth? Am I entitled to my truth? Are you going to extend the suspension? Who dare you? You have no jurisdiction for what you've done. So yes, they're asking me all these questions. Of course, I record. Where does YouTube put it? That's why your conscience upon you. You can't send me any more email, YouTube, about who is concerned. And now here comes that little cunt. Mimi Owusu. Yeah? Why am I going through this? Do I have any whatever? Suppose I was of a different predisposition. Yeah? Is it any different from my door being kicked? Okay. When will they learn? Today is my Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. I'm going to have a baptism and everything and make it my own. So when this man, the first mayor of Suddock, Michael King, son is sending me about join them on there, whatever. And you don't know what I'm going through and I'm sending things to you. So all you fucking thinking about is how you can get somebody else to come join, on a fuckery. And then you wonder why I question God. So yes, all these questions because they got a report about welfare. I just call out ambulance. Nobody reported that they didn't see me or anything. But now you get welfare. The next thing I know, 2 idiots turn up here. So that is that. I had my phone in my bed and I recorded them. Yes? Private. Mimi Owusu. Why don't you go put your head in the oven that Robert fixed for you, darling? Yeah? So I'm going back. So that was the 24th. Yes? I think it was the 18th. I'm trying to remember. Yeah? So I'm supposed to stop talk. For you're gonna ring my phone. Yeah? So that's to put things in context. So on the 20th, I was in court. County court at Clerkenwell and Shoreditch. Let me teach this bitch, Sarah Elizabeth Beecham, about the Equality Act and why I did understanding statutory assessment procedure and why from they take away my job and put me on benefits and said I must go do capability for work assessment, whatever assessment, I was always present. I never missed any. Did I miss any? So how come you needed an Equality Act assessor? Dumb. You needed an Equality Act assessor to help groom Tristan Slater. Yeah? The little brought up boy must was buggered in one of the institutions where you have drug. drag queen storytellers, men in childcare, pedophiles of Richard Harty, and Juno Sullivan, drag queen storytellers. Yeah? So what happened on the 20th? Yeah? 4 white persons turned up to support me because of Mr. Badalu call out. 1 male and 3 females. One a twin. Yes? They realized the state I was in. Or Theresa White. She said she's an advocate. Asked to help support me. And District Beecham was like, not in her court and whatever. So you have a court for yourself, bitch. Who don't even know the Equality Act, so you need Emiwa Ali. Yeah? So when those one come, they said, oh, it was reported that I was burning the place. I posted it on Instagram. I'm burning the place. All I did, I made a video. I'm in the dark and I'm saying I'm asking for help. So I do these things so that people are aware what's happening to me. So that must have been I was burning the place. The idiot boy especially. And the asshole gal. It's my mother tongue, thank you. Do I hit anybody? I would love to hit them, but I don't. And I wouldn't. See, 119 get whatever charge. This is my rights. Based on what I have here. Complaints against the county court at Clerkenwell and Shoreditch and Money. This is the one for the IOPC. Keep on ringing, love. I'm immune to that. Yeah? So when she carry on and gallivant and then say whatever, thank you for the lights. When she gallivant and carry on and whatever, I'd wait until she finished because I was still in my focus. I couldn't write because on that certain I can't write. Even if my life depended on it, sometimes I can't even write my own name. So when she's offering and offering, and yet you have fucking equal, you got fucking pay for fucking Equality Act assessor. Came from where I used to do cleaning when I came here. Contract cleaning. So yes, people. I waited until she finished and I looked at her and in the nicest of voice, because she was saying how well me and Tristan Salter conducted ourselves. Like she expected anything different. Whatever I'm fucking thinking, I wouldn't tell you in court, bitch. But I can tell you here, this is my platform. See you hence pedophile in YouTube blackout so nobody can comment or probably join in. So I waited and I turned to her and I said, if I become HCT Group Impact Report 2016 of 1 in 5 of all suicides are associated with unemployment. When I'm talking, I like to have the thing to see. But you see, when my mad head shift something and put it down, it will just steer for me and I can't find it. Yeah? When I label you a bitch or a cunt, yeah? This is what they take stitch me up. I explained it to Phil Gregory. Who is that? Where is the statistic? There. So keep on ringing, madam. Where else am I in this? Yes. So when I label you, when I give you the labels, I have my justification. Because I offered you a copy of oh no, posh this. You're an idiot dirty girl. When were you appointed dirty girl? 2019. When I was the minute taker for Housing for Women Customer Scrutiny Panel. When I wrote Housing for Women a 3-page letter cataloging what Debbie Gilchrist is doing to me. I make no bones and I make no apologies. Yeah? Because H.A.J. Richard Roberts is going to prison for an extended period. Unless you want to pay me. And you're going to pay compensation. Yeah? So that was the 20th. Now, when I said that to her, all I heard her mumble. She couldn't move. This mighty woman who stopped the person from helping me too, because I had spoken to her before the case. And you stop her and you stop the other person. But now you've lost your flair. All I heard her do is mumble. Why do I need to put up with this? Because of people like you, bitch. District Judge Elizabeth, Sarah Elizabeth. That's why I'm putting up with people like this. Because she wrote a 12-page witness statement for Housing for Women. So it's a bitch like you why I have to be putting up with this on top of what I'm going through. Is YouTube not hearing it? It's all those people who were concerned. So YouTube would be sending me email not hearing this. How long it's been going on? And it's right. I don't know if she has a gadget set so it rings whenever she pulls a button or whatever. I don't know. But it's my mobile and my house phone. Withheld on my house phone, and sometimes it's my number showing that's calling my number, and private on my mobile. This is what I go to. Yeah? So the next thing I know, she mumbled and she said, oh, the other case was whatever, because nothing was there for the first case. Teresa, nobody could find it. So I guess they think, no, I wasn't turning up. Yeah? So I got to the next case, and although Tristan Slater had said he wouldn't be taking the next case, oh yes, he was there. And then the people were there, they were so gracious, and this man walked in, like a short-ass, dirty white boy, with one dead sheep on his head. And I'm there. I'm triggered, so I'm shaking. There is no speech. That's part of my underlying condition, what people don't know. Some of the time I'm like, I'm trying to control the shakes. I'm trying to be able to get the words out. I get like, oh, you're dismissive of authority, because I can't. I said sometimes if my life depends on it, I can't write my name. I have a thing that says affect writing, but it's getting worse. Yeah? And this man started. Yeah? So you're fucking monitoring me thing. Go fucking monitor whatever. Your civil restraint order. Go fucking monitor the civil restraint order. You have no fucking jurisdiction, boy. Yeah? And he started ranting and raving. Winsome Duncan, you're gonna play that fucking transcript, bitch. Bitch! Brutus! You're gonna play that fucking transcript. You will play that fucking transcript. Brutus. Bitch. Brutus. You're ranting and raving about District Judge Tolina. I've never met District Judge Tolina. I don't know if it's a he or a she. But his name is on things. He strike out Winsome Duncan claims with Rand and Zimmel. Have I met them? No. Their names came here on letter. Where did Winsome Duncan claim reach? Telephone mediation. I wanted to take her and Judge Rinder, and she refused. So it was the lady who said, go to the small claims court. So when you think I'm whatever, you think you've broken me. I'm not broken yet. And that's why I don't let this bother me. Yes? Because with the letter, yeah, nationwide and all them. So where did we reach? Yeah? So throughout the situation, there were two security there. I didn't know the whatever. It was people telling me this case, the way that it shouldn't be here, that I don't know, darling. What is she thinks she's trying to do? Shut me up? Yeah? So you, HHJ Richard Robert, you have no jurisdiction to approve the judgment of Sarah Elizabeth Beecham because you didn't write it. Why don't you have jurisdiction? You impose a civil restraint order on me from District Judge Swan striking out my claims. And District Judge Swan is in that league of perverts or whatever they are in these cases. Now I didn't know anything about, but I was stitched up. I could never have committed whatever it is during that period of time. So get it straight in your numbskull. Where's the possession order? The one you go and hide on whatever, you have no jurisdiction to approve it. Where is the possession? You didn't write it, darling. And you, it's written there, I. So how can be I when you didn't write? You was called in at the last moment. It wasn't in advance, you know. The last fucking moment you were calling cunt. Do you deserve to be called cunt? Yes. End gender-based violence. And the only way we can end gender-based violence is to call you a cunt. What are you going to do about it? I could never be a violent nuisance in July when the evidence is there. What has YouTube done with it? So now you block me out, so I can't comment. Fuck you, YouTube. Yeah? Why don't... when I found the address in here and posted it, YouTube remove it. Yeah? So now, what you think she's doing? She has nothing to do? This woman has nothing to do? Yeah? Right. So that was that. Colonization in reverse. Yeah? On the 17th. Yeah? You suspended sentence and acting like you're doing me a fucking favor. You're doing your fucking self a favor. HHJ Richard Roberts. HHJ Richard Roberts, you do yourself a fucking favor, not me. So the 17th. Yeah? On the 17th. Yeah? Your equality act assessor Emira Ali turn up an hour and a half late because she have family commitment. But nobody considered my family commitment when possession letter was sent and what was happening to me leading up to whatever. What the fuck were you doing, District Judge Beecham? Maybe checking out my husband's property to see how much you can line up with Housing for Women and Devonshire and get your, must be your son or nephew or somebody who trained under whatever to come charge me 90K. Yeah? I want to put me in charge. So remember I'm coming down. Yeah? So because of what you did. So yes, an hour and a half late. The case was supposed to be 10 o'clock. Now it's gone to 11:30. And now I have she taunting me. Even when I went out and sat in the corridor because I just couldn't take anymore. Me alone. On the 17th. Me alone. So you have that delay. Everything have to go through Tristan Slater and you know carry on and carry on. So it couldn't finish on the 17th. Yeah? So it went over in the 20th. You were driving and fucking nailing your fucking brain. That's what you were doing. Screwing down your fucking brain with your equality assessor. I'm on my battleground. This is my battleground. Okay? You tell me. What does she get out of that? What does Mimi Awusu get out of that? What does she get? So yes, 17th. Then we go back to the 7th. Yeah? When you made a fucking stupid ass of yourself, Sarah Elizabeth Beecham. Yeah? Twice. So now it's 2. Twice you fucked up the Equality Act. You started off fine, but because you're so fucking corrupted, that's why God make it work so. So you have to go release that transcript as well. For first and foremost, you were telling them off about not delivering the bundle. You even mentioned how could you do that? Litigant in person. And then I don't know when you switch, but it's God. Yes? Then you switch. You started telling them off. You even asked, was the asthma in the bundle because you didn't see it. So you started off fine. But motherfucker, you must have to fuck up. Cunt, you must have to fuck up. Because there's an Equality Act that says Mervyn Myers has disabilities. And Mervyn Myers has done all the training, even when I can't carry it out. At least it's in my head. That's why I was able to save Judy Vaughn from Leaf when they made allegations against her. You don't know what I have under my head. You don't know my trauma. You don't know the trauma I carried because I witnessed something and then later on whatever evolved. You don't know the trauma, even more trauma added to me when my son told me that he was abused after I left Jamaica. You don't know the trauma I carried when my son told me that if he had gone with the boys, he would have got burnt up with acid as well. That's additional trauma I'm carrying. And then I begin to feel guilty that because of whatever, wanting to make the change, break the cycle of poverty and disability, I left them and this is what happened. And now I ended up being the loser because it seems as if I'm being hated by both my sons. But I take things in my stride. Do you know the additional trauma I'm carrying? Cunt, bitch. Elizabeth Beecham. Sarah Elizabeth Beecham. Do you know the additional trauma I'm carrying? Do you? We're talking about fucking Equality Act. Did I ever think of doing anything physical to anybody? No, that's not me. I used to sit down and I said, how could my brother have done what he did? But now, poor boy. You know where my brother went after I threw the acid on the boys? Church. All because he was different. All because he was different. I've never heard of my brother, and I hope he hasn't done it, abuse anybody, whatever relationship he was in. I would hope it was consensual. I don't know. I can only. He's been dead and gone a minute. But why should a human be? And why am I suffering because of whatever? And now to be abandoned by my family? This week, Judge Beecham, you're going to fucking hell, bitch. You can start taking the risperidone now. Yeah? An hour and a half late. So I didn't feel comfortable around these people. So I went and sit out in the corridor near the lift. And Debbie Gilchrist came out there. I know why she came out there, to taunt me. And you allow them all these privileges. So the 7, twice. After you started off so well, when the bundle wasn't delivered, and yes, they didn't believe that I didn't get the bundle, but then it turned out later. I posted it on there. I don't know what the fuck YouTube has done with it. Yeah? And this is Judge Beecham was considering giving me an hour to browse through this nearly 900-page bundle, then to carry her in her case before she conceded and asked for the adjournment. So a case that was supposed to be done on the 7th went over until how many? Till the 20th. And you don't think that's breaching? Because you're so fucking stupid. So you, Emu or Ali, who you get paid, are in contempt of court, darling. Where is the possession order, District Judge Beecham? Where is it? Whilst housing for women continue, and you continue with Miss H. Presley's case, and now Richard Blakely is going to come about the 10,000 and training and whatever. So yes, they're still in the whatever, and want somebody take the can, and whilst it's continuing. Yeah? So that was the 17th of March. So then I go back to December, because the plan was to evict me during December. What a date in December. So there was supposed to be a hearing on the 13th. All of a sudden, it's correspondence. For Tico Dum District Judge Beecham now realized that she needed Equality Act assessor. So now I'm thinking, okay, so the Equality Act assessor is to help my case until that African bastard, Solo Abajuluwa, said, no, it wasn't for me, it was for her. So you is a big time district judge appointed and you need whatever. So now I started to listen and whatever. Yeah? Oh, I don't need to go to court. I don't need to go to court for that, because Miranda Grell, who has never, after she stitched me up, consulted with me, she go to court and decide whatever she wants. This woman said she has been through similar, and then she went with Obama and whatever. Yes? Do you see where I'm going? Dumb. You're going to prison. Come and take me out here. You're in housing for women, terror cell. What is housing? I just realized. They call me up. They come, ring my bell. They come to do security. They come to do the whatever. Indian. Asian. You know, they just come over. You know the level of their language. Of course, they're doing their work. I'm not going to stop them. Everybody need a chance. Okay? But I already see the pattern. And he came and he done his work. Yes? Didn't prevent, but I'm taking note. But you can see they just come over. What they do, they bring them here. They stay together in one place until they expand. I know them from Jamaica, then I'm ticky and whatever and make life. Whilst with Niaga, Bossy and whatever. Indian cool, it's a Christmas come but once a year. Black people are Niaga call it power day. Black people call it holiday. What them call it power day. So when we have lavish and spread, they must see how they can tie that and whatever. So I know the culture. So District Judge Beecham is nothing but a stupid whatever. What was it about me? You what? Did you go survey my husband's property and say, oh, whatever? So that is that why the £90,000 bill? Eh? For the paper, repetition, whatever. How could I have done any of those things? And case can try where I don't know anything about it till it's whatever. Yeah? So what did you do? So all of a sudden now you know they were asking for whatever. I've done everything that was asked of me. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing about, oh, you said no psychosis. So what the fuck if you don't know about equality, the Equality Act, how the fuck you know that I have psycho? Oh, Mrs. Myers, what do you want me to call you? Said but what bitch? But what bitch? If you don't know about the Equality Act, how the fuck you gonna know about whether I have psychosis when I was not diagnosed with psychosis, bipolar, schizophrenic or nothing? Yeah? So what have you done, bitch? Which the fucking Equality Act that you paid, whatever, you and she. So you realize now that what you had planned for the 13 wouldn't work, so you need something else. Yes? But you weren't watching the scheme of things because you're so fucking dumb. Yes? I didn't trouble you. There is no way I could have done any of what they said. Go look back. Why did they wipe the portal? Yeah? You're having case like when it started, I didn't know anything about it. Swan, Greenwich, Stellini. Yes, I was before there. I wasn't before any NADO. Duty solicitor represented me, so I didn't even see Bastin. But I'm assuming he was favorable. Yes? The day when NADO said he had case, that was the 20th, I was there the 19th. Ajira sent email, he's off the case. And then the 20th, I had an appointment for medical review. I never miss one. That's one thing with me. And then that's when NADO said he had case. And I was informed and I didn't show. Don't you see how you tie up your fucking self? So yes, you had your case on the 9th and you send your whole bill and receipt, and I addressed it. I addressed it and I send whatever to the court. So when you're saying I didn't present any evidence, go look on fucking YouTube too. Because even the what they said about the videos where they just cut out whatever, they provoke me and I swear. Yes, I fucking swear. Never lick nobody yet. Used to lick man, me top lick man long time. So this should just be you're going to jail. HJ Richard Robert, you're going to jail. And everybody in that line of things, whoever is involved, because I didn't even remember this name Manning. Yes? So that was the 9th of yeah? And whatever happened solo about Jolua, and now they're not they're coming off the case again. What does that say about the legal system? And especially where black people are representing their own black people. So you go back to who sold out our ancestors, isn't it? Yeah? So when I'm going to write my book, and then we go back to the colonization. Motherfucker. Why do I say now is a motherfucker? Because my husband is a monarchist. And anything my husband is in, I am in it. Out of due respect for him. So go look on my review. Go look on the interview about the monarchy and see who is saying the best about them. Yeah? Come put me out on the street. I have £1,600 in advance of it. Yeah? That's why they're going to fucking jail. My wife and I are so pleased to know that you are celebrating your 100th birthday on the 8th of March 2023. This brings our warmest congratulations and heartfelt good wishes on such a special occasion. So how did he reach 100 that king and queen can send him card? How? How did Arnold Ebenezer Tomlinson reach 100 for the dunce bats? How? I don't do maths. I have dyslexia. I knew I had dyscalculia, but when I done the dyslexia training, I realized I have the 5 train. I can come through this door and don't remember how to get back in here. I plan to do mental health and self advocacy. I set up this, I do this, I do. Where am I now? So now, oh, you bound me over, I'm unsuspended. For what am I unsuspended? You're going to fucking jail, HHJ Richard Roberts. All I wanna go fucking jail for what we have done. The trauma of my husband. Him being neglected in King's College. In King's College, Byron Ward. Yeah? Where did I reach? Yeah? This is the only thing I'd spirit me preaching. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. And I must interpose some pages from my book in here. And see who is another motherfucker who's gonna get caught up in this? This motherfucker. This motherfucker. The Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin. So you block me out, I can't. Something went wrong? Make it fucking went wrong. This motherfucker, yeah, will get involved in there. I'm 2 years older than her. We have similar experiences. Her granny and my mother were related. Miss Fran Desport. Yeah? This is where the cunt, tokenistic racist bastard, Mark Rowley signed on the 2nd of September 2023. Yeah? And whoever signed is here. And I'm to be living like this. Yeah? If I was not. See? Yeah. I tried. Yeah? It's not as if I didn't try. Yeah? Did I not try? Yes. So somebody owes me. Yeah? Yeah. For you to know how many years I sat in here, I've written and I've. Okay. So it's the phone and the mobile. Okay. Living with chronic anxiety. I made all those things. Paul made them. They're out there. Why you didn't see those? Living with chronic anxiety. I remember my life when I was a carefree little girl. 2 of them ringing same time. Is that too confusing? Who moved from the location I was born to live at our own land. I submitted a book of poems to publishers they didn't want to know, but now they're running me down. I don't even know where they are. Things been happening. The place was Gaga Street that my brother Ashton named Palmetto closed. The most abiding memory that stands out for me was running from where we live and falling at the entrance of the street. From I went and done Rastafari Burlex thing, he hasn't called me. Cutting my forehead open on the stone protruding from the ground. I am sure I got up, went back home and have the scar as proof. I have concluded this was a chance to build my resilience. That was to see me survive one adversity after another. I said I wrote a book of poems. Submitted to publishers, they don't want to know, but now they want to know. There were many challenges to follow, which were part of the traumas I experienced. With each disaster I created, I was helped to carry on. I just copied Oxford Oxy Eyes thingy that stole my website. After promising me they would pay me some money and I could contribute. With each disaster I created, I, I was helped to carry on. I learned to cook, gathering stuff from the garden. And now I have an eating disorder. And my family is this, whatever. But not knowing the laws of nature, I suffered for my ignorance and refused to eat certain foods. There was a time that I had to cut the rings that were twisted off my finger. Yeah? My lived experience. And some little dirty boy I come tell me must come off social media. What purpose do you serve there? You don't even serve a fucking purpose as a HHJ, whatever. Her highness, whatever, fucking cunt. I have the scar to prove that too. With knowledge comes power. I must have been a clumsy child. As far as I can recall, I had a happy childhood, as can be expected. Growing up with a loving family in a village that raised me. Being an only girl, I was more than privileged to lavish and accept the relationships with those in my family network. And now my sons and my brothers and everybody and friends abandoned me to be here after taking what I have. I enjoy the things that were part of my transitional development. I have recorded some of my cherished moments growing up. Yes, paid to get them done. And what is happening to me? Some little pussy will come tell me must come off of social media and me can't talk my truth. Fuck you, dirty boy. I'm gonna suck your mama. I am still trying to work out when my life was turned upside down. That is the time I changed from the fearless tomboy to a panic-stricken little girl who was shy and covering up my nervousness. I didn't know about Parkinson's until I come here. If a child lives with ridicule, it learns to be shy. I can recall my first panic attack when an old man threatened me for my for my cheekiness in taking up a deer. My personal challenges over the next 10 plus years did not help. If a child lives with criticism, it learns to condemn. I turned my anger onto my father's God for allowing him to suffer. And stopped going to the Townhead Baptist Church where I did not feel I belong. If a child lives with shame, it learns to be guilty. The guilt I've been carrying around, witnessing something my brother did. And I've made these, they're out there. I've paid Paul to record them and they're out there and nobody sees them. What has YouTube done with them? Hidden them? Like things that I made? If a child lives with security, it learns faith. I sit in here, I don't have a job, I make myself comfortable and I do my thing. Over the last 10 years, I do all this. The discrimination of the past 7 years. So when I wrote that, it was 7 years then. Now how many years? 11. strip me of my dignity. So when I see people about I shouldn't put certain things, it takes away my dignity. What else can fucking take away my dignity? And to be declared a criminal needing emotional regulation treatment, a violent nuisance, and all those labels that they place on me despite me writing this. As the systems concluded to make me a criminal in the eyes of the law, if a child lives with security, it learns faith. How do I come to terms with what happened to me after experiencing bereavement and losses, and to know it happened again during that period in July 2023 when you deem it necessary, a total stranger, to send me possession letter and went ahead and not inform me about anything, and all I did was call the number on the letter to say, do you know what you're doing? If a child lives with hostility, it learns to fight. What do I fight with? My words. Yeah? If the lion don't learn to write, the hunter will always tell the story. Have I ever physically hurt anybody's ear? The last time I hurt anybody was my husband. When I bite him, when he was about to do harm to me. My first husband, that is. And that's why I come to live here and be housed by housing for women, the same housing for women that has turned terracell and coerced Miss Gilchrist to do what was done to me. And is that this not my truth? If a child lives with hostility, it learns to fight. If a child lives with tolerance, it learns to be patient. Now I am back to when I was a child, carefree little girl. So when I wrote that, I thought I was back, not knowing what was going on ahead. Mervyn Lee Myers, the advocate. I have things here I write, they haven't been typed up. I know you're gonna come put me out the door before I'm able to go back home. And even when I don't have a home to go back to because my brother said I cannot go in the house. But at least I'll be in Jamaica. And I feel safer here in Jamaica than where I'm at now. Where police come to try murder me, kidnap me. Where police come and beat me up. Where London Ambulance Service come and do whatever. And where my intellectual properties have been taken by the cyberbullying criminals. And that's why YouTube is so fucking shame. They put now that nobody can comment or say whatever. Something went wrong. Fuck you, YouTube. Pedophile, ring YouTube. You want to silence me? That's why nobody can subscribe to me. I'm not going to keep them long. I just putting them out there. So at least later on I have. When I put them out there, take them. How many have you? 28K. 13K. You've hidden them away. All me singing. Winrow Square, where are they? I have a head for them. Keep on ringing, bitch. Go put your head in the oven, miss. All YouTube can do is make sure I'm black. Nobody can whatever interact with me. YouTube don't hear this? All those people who used to be concerned. Are you not concerned about me now, YouTube? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. You're not concerned about me now, are you, YouTube? No. So, YouTube, yeah, cyber bullying, criminals, pedophile enablers at it. HMCTS District Judge Beecham and HAJ Richard Roberts up for jail with Richard Blakeway of Housing Ombudsman and will be charged yeah, so they want to come give me, yeah. Victoria, the uncensored midwife, to all midwives, stop pushing the vaccines. Yeah? And you want to come give me pills. You want to come give me risperidone when I don't need risperidone. Yeah? I'm not staying on here. Why am nothing is seen for me? Oh fuck. Now we can get to copy it. Now save as I need to copy it. Yeah? This is the life. A prisoner in here. A prisoner in here. Yeah? Nobody contact me. Abandoned by my family. Oh, Fuck. People you won't copy. You see how Satan, you see Satan. Yeah, I can't see it over there. This thing is worrying me now, you know. Right. Right. Let's go again. Zaiba. Zeba. Quresih. When me put it on bomber clock, dirty girl, take it off. Use a trafficker. Oh, fuck. Tell me, say it, in a copy. People, the fucking thing don't copy. All right, let's see. Let's try again. Right. Marville Myers name District Judge Sierra Elizabeth Beecham and HHJ Richard Roberts breach Equality Act 2010 protected characteristics for housing for women trafficking. Think me a fucking joke. So let me get this in now. Here. Okay. Let me send this to the fucking Tony Sealy. No, I'm not going to do that. So me must leave. Yeah? Boy, abandon me. Told me pitney they abandon me. All right. I will leave. Yeah? Let's see who coming to take me out here till I can go home. Come and take me out. Put me on the street. Yeah. See the motherfucker here? 10 hours ago. Let this motherfucker stay. I love that. Let me share this Ross now. Share to feed. Share to my friends. Pussy hole. I me carry you come here for blood clot 9 months. My blood clot carry you come here for 9 blood clot months and not sell me out of blood clot politics and whatever. Me say go get pussy clot Irving them hard.